Audio Jungle.
Residents claim 200 rounds fired as gangsters fight in Maxwell Avenue area. The police have warned criminals wreaking havoc in the Maxwell Avenue area of St. Andrew that they will not allow lawlessness to grip the community following an intense gunfire among gangsters on Tuesday afternoon. Commander for the St. Andrew South Police Division Senior Superintendent Damon Mandison said the police forces will not cede ground to criminal elements. Residents have described a prolonged gun battle involving the exchange of over 200 rounds between rival gangs. Although most of the gunfire erupted in the neighboring Kingston West Police Division, law enforcement officers apprehended one suspect at the St. Andrew South border. He has been handed over to the Kingston Western Police. Armed men allegedly launched a brazen daylight attack on Ramsey Road but encountered a police team while attempting to flee. Reporters understand. A firearm was reportedly seized during the confrontation. Residents reported hearing deafening bursts of gunfire with high-power weapons being discharged throughout the ordeal. At the first me hear so much of them gunshot the sound. A whole heap of shot fire, we have to get flat, one resident recounted. In response to the violence, the security forces have ramped up their presence in the area, with both police and military personnel maintaining a heavy deployment as investigations continue. Defending champion St. Jago High School pulls out of school challenge quiz over bridge. St. Jago High School, the reigning champions, have officially withdrawn from the 2025 School Challenge Quiz competition, citing a breach of the school's core values. The announcement was made by Television Jamaica, who shared in part a letter it received from the administration informing them of the school's withdrawal. The letter from St. Jago stated, "It is with great regret that St. Jago High School withdraw from 2025 School Challenge Quiz competition. Upon review of the competition rules, we have identified a breach. In line with our core values as a Christian institution, we believe it is prudent to inform you of this breach and withdraw from the competition with immediate effect. We continue to uphold the tenets expounded by the School Challenge Quiz competition: integrity, sportsmanship, and knowledge. Details regarding the specific breach have not been disclosed. As a result of St. Jago's withdrawal, Titchfield High School advanced in the championship match. Last year, St. Jago defeated Calabar High School with a score of 37-33 in the competition finals, held on April 5th, to claim the coveted title for the third straight year. 2 firearms seized in Manchester, suspect killed. Police in Manchester are reporting that during 2 targeted raids on Tuesday, 2 firearms were seized and an alleged criminal suspect killed. The first incident in Kingsland, just west of Mandeville, Orlando Clive Way, 26, otherwise called Gart, was fatally shot when he allegedly confronted the police about 2:30 a.m. The police reported that a firearm was seized from him. Subsequently, during another raid in Old England, south of Mandeville, the police found a firearm in that community. Head of the Manchester Police Deputy Superintendent Kerry Duncan said the operations are part of a series of raids. In the Kingston operation, he explained that the police have been following up on intelligence. We got information that criminal suspects were hiding out. On breaching the premises, a man who was inside the house pointed a firearm at the police. The police responded by firing at the man. He was hit. 1 revolver was recovered. It was loaded with 2 live rounds, Duncan noted. We went over to Old England at a premises, which was also searched, and a Glock pistol was recovered, he continued. Duncan highlighted the continued reduction in major crimes in Manchester. Since the start of the year, we are downward trend in our numbers. We are now seeing a 60% reduction in murders and a 33% reduction in all major crimes. This didn't happen by chance, it is based on deliberate and strategic operations. This year, we intend to make Manchester a safer parish, she noted. Wholeness calls on housing developers to maintain prices. Prime Minister Dr. Under Wholeness has called on developers to maintain the current prices for housing units to ease the housing crisis in the country. Speaking at the ribbon-cutting ceremony for the Natron at Waterloo Apartments, Wholeness called on developers to have a conscience for consumers. He said even in a capitalist society, conscience can be exercised. Wholeness said while government has managed to keep inflation down, developers can lend a hand and also improve their businesses by not raising the prices for housing units. The Prime Minister said While there is a housing crisis in Jamaica, government has taken steps including increasing the loan amount from the National Housing Trust to aid the situation. The Prime Minister said the government is also building a Jamaica where decent housing is not a privilege for a few, but a right for all.
No, I'm not a believer in price controls and these kinds of things. I believe in a transparent market, and the market will self-regulate, right? But the market works when there is an option for supply, that I don't have to go to the high price, which is why we're working to expand the supply. I'm appealing, however, because there is still conscience in capitalism. I'm appealing to the developers, keep the prices as they are. We have managed to keep inflation down. Come on, man, have some conscience. So what we are trying to do is help you so that more persons can purchase the housing stock that you have. But what we have also done is to create an incentive to assist those borrowers who are trying to acquire housing in the affordable and low-income segment of the market. So if you are in the low-income affordable segment of the market, you can get 12 million to borrow, which is good. So that's how we added this new feature to give an incentive for persons who are building in the low income and affordable income segment of the market, and to ensure that those persons are able to actually acquire the units. Of course, subject to what your income can afford. If your income can't afford the 12, then that's just, we wouldn't be able to lend you the 12. And to all Jamaicans watching today, know this: we are building a Jamaica where decent housing is not a privilege for the few, but a right for all, through partnership, through policy, and through perseverance. Let us choose to build Jamaica. Let us always choose Jamaica in everything that we do.
Man shot and injured after alleged attacking police in Manchester. A man was shot and injured during an alleged confrontation with the police in Mandeville, Manchester on Tuesday morning. The police say they seized a gun. The Independent Commission of Investigations is investigating the incident. It's alleged that a man opened fire at a police team after they entered a property about 3:25 a.m. The police returned fire and the man was shot. He was assisted to the Mandeville Regional Hospital for treatment. Man accused of driving away with car mid-sale negotiation. The police have apprehended two men who allegedly drove away with a car during a mid-sale. A third man who was found in possession of the stolen vehicle was also apprehended. Reports are that the 23-year-old Jaheim J. Romeo, a mechanic of Cassie Park Road, Kingston 10, and 23-year-old Javon McIntosh, a supervisor at Bob Marley Boulevard in Colville Gardens, Kingston 20, both agreed to purchase a car from the complainant. According to the police, about 2:30 p.m. on March 11, the owner parked his Honda Civic along Constant Spring Road with the intent to complete the sale. However, it is alleged that during the negotiation, the duo, along with another man, entered the vehicle and sped off without the consent of the owner or any further payment. A report was subsequently made to the police and an investigation commenced. Police reported they found the vehicle at a car wash in St. Thomas in the possession of 44-year-old Omar Campbell, a businessman of Fleet Hall, Mount Bay in the parish. The men have been charged with larceny of a motor vehicle, conspiracy to commit larceny of a vehicle, and receiving stolen property. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.